What's up, gamers? I'm Patrick with Archives Media, and this is Archives Podcast, episode 60. This week, we're going to be talking about Multiversus, the new game. We're going to be talking about Grand Theft Auto 6, and we're also going to be talking about some CSGO money. Let's get into it.
It's your main man, Mizik's coming at you with another one.
And your boy Wenzel. So a little bit of a plug to myself here. I had a encounter among my Discord for live streams. Have you guys ever ran into an entitled juvenile gamer that thinks they're owed everything?
Not in recent memory.
It's pretty specific.
It's like that in Rust, I guess, but...
So for the viewers and listeners, I ran a Minecraft server, which I didn't want to run a Minecraft server. I wanted to play the game and stream it and let people join, but that never ended up happening. And I let people play on it, and then I switched back to playing Hell Let Loose because it had a massive update. So this kid spam calls me on Discord, spam messages me on Discord, spam calls and messages Magic Man on Discord. And then one day he's like, "Hey, I bought and downloaded Hell Let Loose. Give me your Steam ID."
What?
And I ignored it, and he's like, "I asked you a question. Are you gonna answer me?" And I was like, I was finally like, all right, cool. I don't give out my Steam ID to people I don't know, which is relatively true. Everyone on my Steam list I know and have gamed with them for a while.
So, like, regardless of if it's true or not, he's just, I
Yeah.
don't know, fuck you, who are you, get away from me.
Exactly. It's like, I didn't ask you to buy this game. I even told them, like, hey, turn on notifications, and if you see that I'm streaming Hell Let Loose, I'll tell you the server, and you can play in our squad. Like, I'll meet you halfway.
Yeah.
Which is already much farther than you probably needed to go, in my opinion, but...
Yeah, I didn't have to do this, but I was just trying to be like, hey, like, maybe this kid's a god at the game, and it'd be fun to play with him.
Yeah.
He says, "No, I'm leaving."
That's fine.
Leaves the server, and I was like, fucking alright. My favorite part, I go and check my subscriber count to see if it dropped. It didn't.
Not yet.
He's still subscribed. I checked his name. He's still there. 4 days later, 5 days later. I was like, that's a little interesting. He's still sticking around. But then I was, alright, I don't care. I'm sure
I don't know, you just told us the whole 3-minute story about this kid. It seems like you care.
I just thought it was funny.
It is a little funny.
You like this guy a lot. You guys are good friends now, it seems.
So.
Yeah, I better give him my Steam ID.
Yeah.
Tell you what, I'll give him NubTub's Steam ID, and you can add.
Dude, I'll tell him. Dude, you're not gonna like what happens.
Next thing you know, he's showing up at our address.
Yeah. Listen here, guy. You take one more step forward, I'm gonna shoot you.
Oh my, dude! I had to.
You had to get hypothetically give someone the sauce.
Not quite there. So I'm done with work for the week, right? But the other day was the day before my last day, so it was my Thursday, I guess, right? And my Friday was supposed to be a very, very big day. We were going to have a lot of, we were doing trialing a big project that we've been working on, a bunch of contractors. Everyone is going to be down watching, right? All the management. I got to be on my tip-top performance.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to bed early. So I got home, 8 o'clock, ate dinner, went to bed. My roommate decided he wanted to have people over, which is fine. It's, a couple of our friends. I like these people. They're fine. But sometimes they're a little bit loud. And I told him, like, hey, I'm trying to sleep. Please, just be respectful. So 9 o'clock or so rolls around and I get woken up because they're being loud. And I go out there and I say, hey, can you, quiet down? I'm trying to sleep. I got a big day tomorrow. Please leave me alone. Give me 20 minutes. Wait till I'm asleep. Whatever. You're fine. I go back to sleep. I am then woken up at 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning, somewhere around there, to the fire alarm going off. Because apparently they were taking some fat dabs. I don't know why the fire alarm decided to go off, but it did. And I didn't care for that, let me tell you. I went out there. I put a towel on because I was asleep because it's naked, or because I was naked. 'Cause
No,
it's
you got to
fucking
go out
hot.
there.
No. So this is what I told him. I said, if I have to come out here again, that shotgun in my bedroom is going to be coming with me. I'm not going to be wearing any clothes. I'm going to be coming out here full dick and balls, naked. And all of you are getting out of my house. Don't make me come out. Do not make me come out here again.
What a Chad maneuver.
Jeez.
Did they wake you up again?
Nope, they all left actually very
Good.
shortly after that happened. And then I got to go back to sleep.
Have they apologized?
Nope, not yet.
Damn.
That's
But
making
you know
me
what?
think about how bad of a roommate I'm going to be.
The apology. I don't really care about the apologies. And like,
See,
I don't know, man. I'm a pretty good roommate. I don't leave my room rarely ever. Sometimes I don't do my dishes, but you know what? I cook. I don't really make a mess out there because I don't go out there. Like, I don't know. It's
Jordan, be honest. How often do you have people over?
I think the only people I've had over since I bought this house is family and you guys. And my buddy he was leaving for deployment, so he came and I gave him a key to the building we work at, and we had a quick beer, and he took the key because he forgot something at work.
why do you say you're going to be a bad roommate?
Yeah, I'm curious.
Was that a joke?
No, because you see, I've been living as an adult, having a bunch of people clean up after me like I'm a man child. You know, I got dishes in the sink right now. I got the dishwasher needs to be unloaded for like 3 days.
Oh, I think me and my like.
Oh, okay. I went 2 weeks without doing the dishes last week.
Dude, me and my roommate are really bad at that.
Oh.
We'll just keep.
I got all my clothes in the dryer for like the last month.
I'll just take your clothes.
Yeah.
And put them on top of the dryer and just move
Oh
on.
no! If we do that, like if his shit's in the dryer or if his shit's in the wash, like I'll put it into the dryer and put my stuff in the wash. Or if I need to use the dryer, I'll just take his shit out of the dryer and like throw it onto his bed. And I'm just like, yo, your shit's on your bed. I needed the dryer.
Oh, okay. Because I was worried about it. I was like, man, I'm really gonna be living with this guy, and like, I got all these fucking dishes out here. I got all this stuff I'm leaving around. Like,
bro, you know who I am, right? I'm the king of dishes. Let me tell you.
Yeah, I was like, we're gonna have to.
I'm a functioning adult.
I'm looking at about 6 plates right now.
Let me do a swivel. I
got
my 2 bowls, 2 plates, 3 coffee mugs, a beer stein.
So maybe I'm gonna be a really good roommate.
5 monster cans. I mean, like that's kind of the measure. I feel like the mess is only in my space.
Mm-hmm.
I don't make like a mess out in.
Exactly.
Oh no, I'm leaving messes everywhere I go, pimp. That's what I'm talking about. The dishes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I guess I got the house to myself. So
the sink is kind of free reign.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know how you guys are gonna do it, but my roommate and I just take turns on.
If there's people coming over, that's the only time I care. If there's like if there's a mountain in the sink and people are coming over, I'll get it down to a manageable level, and they're like,
yeah, run one load through so that it doesn't look like you're a bunch of animals, and you're good.
It's like the only people that I know that'll be coming over, probably my cousins. That's it.
What do you mean you're not gonna have some hot babes coming over?
Well, hold on. We're planning on having a couple hot babes. I know I got 2 bitches. I got down there. I'm coming. You know.
Dang, you doing some pre-scouting?
I got Java and Watson.
Oh,
you are bringing the dogs?
Yeah. Come on now, pimp.
Well, I wasn't. I know that previously there was some other arrangements, so I wasn't sure.
It's looking like I'm probably gonna have to have both. I only want one of them, but probably gonna.
He's got so much of a conscience.
Well, that makes sense.
I've got a scientific question for you, gentlemen.
Okay.
All right. What do we got?
So you know how you can turn physical energy into thermal energy, right?
Rub your hands together?
Yeah, punch things. There's an amount of thermal energy produced.
Sure.
I guess the question I should ask first. If you could have a superpower, what would you choose? Classic iconic question.
Ooh, maybe invisibility.
Does it have to be like a realistic one?
Let your mind go.
I have the power to have any power.
All right. Every kid who's been sheltered his whole life and is trying to make friends. Good answer.
Invisibility, flying, maybe like the Force. If that is one.
Consider that a superpower.
All right. Real talk though. No South Park answers. I would have the ability to never sleep.
That would be a good one.
I would never sleep ever again.
Think of all the things you could do.
Mm-hmm.
You could, in theory, work 2 jobs.
You really could pretty easily too.
Yeah.
I like sleep though.
Yeah, but that's only because your body craves it. If your body never craved sleep, I don't think you would like it.
So if you didn't have to
imagine
sleep,
how boring that is.
you've got a secondary Andrew Tate over here.
I'm just saying, you're like laying down, doing nothing.
So that, like, if you don't have to sleep, and you're like, man, I got nothing to do, and like, you could, it would essentially just be like a time skip.
What do you mean?
Sleep. If you didn't have to sleep, and you were like, man, I don't have anything to do for the next 2 hours. There's literally nothing I could do.
Oh, yeah.
You could sleep for 2 hours.
I guess you could, yeah.
But you just don't have to.
You don't have to.
Well, also though, sometimes even if I don't have, even if I don't need sleep, I'm just like, man, I'm kind of bored. Like, I don't really want to like start another project or do a thing. Like, just want to have a quick little nap. Go, kill a couple hours. I don't really necessarily need to always like be doing a thing.
I feel like a subclass to that power would be like, I want to sleep for 25 minutes. You close your eyes with that thought, and like you just wake up 25 minutes later.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Controlled naps. The one I would choose would be to have like I can punch as hard as I want for the sole purpose
Punching that kid off of your Steam friends list.
I could punch a steak hard enough I could cook it.
Did you see the YouTube video too?
Yeah, I think I saw a video about something like this.
I think it was a Mythbusters video, maybe.
I was watching Russian Badger, and they were talking about how hard would you have to punch a rotisserie chicken to cook it?
Oh, I thought I saw one where it was like, how many times I have to slap this chicken to cook it or something like that.
That's also another thing I would be interested in.
I guess it's not a superpower, but
no. There's also a certain amount of bananas you can eat, and it's like 28,000, and you'll die from radiation poisoning.
I wonder if you die from potassium poisoning before that.
Or from eating 28,000 bananas.
I mean,
in this situation, you have in this magical scenario, you have an infinitely large stomach, but
what kills you first? Potassium overdose or radiation? But let's move on to an actual video game topic and not my brain working at 3 o'clock in the morning. Both of you played Smash Brothers, correct?
Yeah.
That's correct.
Did you enjoy it?
It's a good time.
It's okay. It's it's not a bad game.
The biggest issue to it is it's a Nintendo exclusive, and I think only one of us really owns a Nintendo product.
I have a Nintendo Switch, pimp.
Yeah. What if I told you could fire up Steam right now and for free play a version of Smash Brothers that has... It's made by Warner Brothers, so it's got characters from like Adventure Time, DC Comics, Scooby-Doo, and LeBron James.
Oh,
for free.
LeBron James.
Also, Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones is on there too.
It's got a really weird hodgepodge of like characters.
Rick and Morty. Yeah, I got the whole character list here, but
Rick and Morty comes out on the 8th of next month.
Okay, these aren't in then, but
I feel like part of the things that make Smash so special is that they have complete control over everything, right? Mm-hmm. Everything involved there is all Nintendo besides like the screen, right? Whereas this game, I presume I'm going to play either a controller, keyboard, or mouse, right?
Yeah.
It's over the internet.
Yeah.
And you can practice and get really good, but part of the beauty of Smash is it's so simple, right? You hand someone half of a controller, they play with that half of the controller, and they just get it. There's no explanation, there's no practice. They can participate even if they're not very good at it, right?
It's the same thing with this.
Is it? Is it that simple?
Yeah. Yeah. It's very similar controls to Smash, where like you have light attack, heavy attacks.
The hardware on a Switch it's completely different. I don't get how the controls are similar at all.
I mean, you can remap controls to anything. They make Xbox controllers for Nintendo products.
Yeah, but most people only
button
use
layout.
when you're having a party. Here's half of a Joy-Con. You get to play.
Okay, so you use one thumbstick
jeez.
and 4 buttons, right?
Yeah.
So why can't you use one thumbstick and 4 buttons?
Are you gonna set all that up? Because that's not very simple. It's not plug and
It
play.
does it for you.
It does all that for you?
Yeah, I plug in my Xbox remote and it works.
Well, I was talking about half of a controller.
So you're talking about like split screen?
No. Why would they have split screen on there? Wouldn't it just be one big arena?
That's what I was asking you.
No, because you the Joy-Cons break in half.
Yeah.
You give someone half of it, boom, they have their own character they can control.
So are you asking how multiple people play together?
No, I'm just saying it's beautiful, it's simple, it's seamless, it just works.
And so does this.
I mean, I got to connect online. I'm playing with my buddies over the internet. Like, you talk about remapping controls.
You open stream and press play. That's all you have to do. You pick up your Xbox
and I'm
remote,
magically in a game with you?
I mean, you don't just pick up your Joy-Con and turn on. You got to open the game. You have to pick your character. Like I don't know. I think that's kind of.
I go over to my friends list, click add friend, and they join.
Yeah, I think that.
I mean, I haven't tried it yet.
If you're smart enough to figure out a Nintendo Switch, I think you're probably smart enough to. If you're smart enough to operate any kind of device in the year 2022,
yeah,
I think you're probably smart enough to figure out how to navigate into getting into a game in whatever the game is. Mostly.
If me and Magic Man can figure it out.
Yeah, Wenzel's an idiot.
You got a point.
Wenzel's an idiot.
You got a point on that one, but
this is the guy that still pre-orders games.
He probably pre-ordered this thing.
You can't pre-order a free game.
You would if you could. You probably pre-downloaded it.
If I knew how to do that, I would. And if I didn't learn about it after it'd been out for a while. But it's me and Magic Man have been playing it. It's fun. It's entertaining to watch Shaggy.
Steam, right?
Yeah. It's entertaining to watch Shaggy beat the shit out of Batman with a sandwich in one hand.
I'm willing to give it a try, but I'm just thinking it's probably not going to be as good as Smash Brothers.
Well, I mean, obviously, but that's just kind of to be said for a new thing, right? The only way to get better is for people to figure out what's wrong with it so that they can improve it.
I think the only way it'll be better is the fact that it's ran by Warner Brothers, so they have access to a lot more characters.
Was it $40? I thought this was free to play.
It's free to play. There's different packages you can buy.
Oh, this is okay. I was like, what the hell is it? This is the different edition. I see.
Yeah. I don't even know how many TV shows Warner Brother runs these days. More than Nintendo.
Yeah. Nintendo they always polish their games very well.
Yeah. Nintendo will release a fully finished product almost every single time.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, Smash Bros is great. But I don't have a Nintendo device.
I thought you did.
And I thought you had a Switch.
I sold it. I hadn't picked it up in months.
That makes sense.
It sat here. It had a layer of dust on it. This, it's free. It was 5 gigs.
That's pretty good.
Magic Man got me to download it. I was like, it takes me 20 minutes to download. If I don't enjoy it, I don't enjoy it, and I can uninstall it. And we're having a good time. The Battle Pass, $3.
That's impressive.
Downloading it right now.
That's also.
I'll download it after the show.
I was very surprised when I got on there. I was like, $3? There is microtransactions. But it's all just skins.
Yeah.
I can't microtransaction myself LeBron James. Actually,
that's one thing that I did notice is apparently, I think it was LeBron James. I read something about they nerfed him because he was too good, which like does show like I was talking about, that anybody can make a game, but what makes a game good is when the devs actually show that they're giving a shit and they're trying to balance it and improve and things like that. And
Yeah.
so,
There's
the fact that they
definitely
have already released some kind of a hot fix or a nerf or a buff, whatever, balancing
yeah.
I wonder if
means
this is
that
on Nintendo Switch.
I don't think Nintendo would be cash money with another company.
They're allowing a lot of things on the Switch.
Interesting.
Because they got
Of
like
course,
Apex
Magic.
Legends on there.
Interesting. Of course, Magic
Iron
got it.
Giant.
Iron Giant is overpowered. Me and Garth did a map. There's 2 maps where it's like 2 separate mini platforms, and the Iron Giant is massive, and he has an ability where he just spins in a circle. You can't get through
I
it.
think I'm looking at the character list. I think I'm either gonna play Arya Stark because she's a fucking badass, or maybe Iron Giant because I loved that movie as a kid.
I do like the fact that like there's subclasses to every character. So like
Yep.
Stark is an assassin.
Yeah.
She's super fun. I have her. And then I play some character named Garnet. Her whole theory is punch the shit out of what's ever in front of you. And there's brawlers, mages, assassins, tanks. And I'm excited to see what they bring in the next the full release on the 8th.
Hopefully they don't do what a lot of games will do, and they just keep adding more and more ridiculous things. Because that's what it seems like in Warzone. They start off with something kind of normal, then they go a little overboard the next time, and next thing you know, it's like they got Godzilla fighting
if you keep
King
having
Kong.
to outdo yourself every update, it's gonna get
Yeah.
out of hand
They
really
got-
quickly.
Terminator coming out the next update too, so
Oh god.
yeah, it's getting ridiculous on Warzone. So hopefully they can keep it to a minimum.
Do you remember when Call of Duty was just the Americans fighting the Germans?
I
And that
remember.
was it. TDM. Or Americans fighting the Russians.
Or Americans fighting the Taliban.
Or that. Good times. Great times.
Great times.
And just like great times, they all come to an end just like my topics.
Alrighty. That was a little good one you had there. So you guys remember Mr. Beast Burger, obviously.
I do.
I never had it, but I do.
I never had it either. So there's another launch of another popular brand. Have you heard of FaZe Subs?
Is that
FaZe
Flame?
Subs.
Subs. Oh, like a sub
Like
sandwich?
a sub sandwich. That's right. You can go on DoorDash, order some FaZe Subs right now.
Oh, let's check it
Well,
out.
actually, not any of us. I looked at the map, which I was
Oh.
kind of surprised. There's none of them in the state of Texas.
There's now Mr. Beast Burger on my DoorDash too, by the way. That's a new
Oh,
thing. I never saw
okay.
that before.
Now, do you guys think this is ridiculous, or is this something cool? Because I was thinking about it, right? I make a sandwich for lunch pretty frequently, and I bring it to work. And I was like, man, I never even considered that cooking. It's just assembling ingredients.
Okay.
Do you guys?
I wouldn't consider sandwiches cooking.
Okay.
If it is like a hot sandwich, if it's a hot
I was gonna
sandwich,
ask, what if
or
it's
like
toasted?
a panini or something like that, that's cooking, I suppose.
Okay. Would you guys
If you're making like a
want to see any other brand launch their own digital restaurant?
Yeah, maybe we get Archives appetizers,
Oh, there.
Because
I could go
I was thinking about 100 wings.
I was about to say we get some Lenza
no.
wings, some Mizzix marshmallows.
Yeah, I was trying to think of some, and I couldn't really think of.
Mimosas.
Okay, I could get down on that, Pimp.
Nub Tub Nachos?
Ooh!
I was like, man, of all things, FaZe has a lot of money, right? It's not like
Mizzix-
Mr. Beast, where Mr. Beast
Mizzix
has just
macaroni.
okay, Pimp, okay. Mr. Beast is just like one guy with his boys, whereas FaZe is like a legitimately traded public company. I was like, Subs, I'm kind of disappointed in them.
What would you want them to make?
Yeah, do you think they should have done something cooler?
At least cook something. Because I'm like, all they're doing is assembling ingredients. None of them look that good either.
So you know that it's like it's got to be like a ghost kitchen, right?
I
Like
know that
it's
too.
not even. Well, no. So like, yeah, like at least Mr. Beast Burger, yeah, they're putting the burger on the patty, but like if this is what like a literally just a fucking Subway with a skin on it,
That's
like
that's what I'm saying.
like what's I've been curious. Do you guys know what like how do they get up like places to do that? Like
So
Mr. Beast Burger, is it like does he have Five Guys contracted or
I I know of
what
one
is the
Cosmic
was it as a ghost
Wings.
kitchen for?
Uh,
Cosmic Wings, I think, is
that's just
like
Applebee's.
yeah, it's just
Yeah.
Applebee's.
So I imagine that I don't know who makes them. But because I know it's different people. It's not like he has all of one company doing it. Like he's got, because
Oh, it's multiple different
yeah,
companies will do it.
because
Okay.
he's got. I remember it was like in the height of the pandemic, right? And there was
Yep.
one story about someone. I think it was actually in Dallas. Like they were about to go out of business, but Mr. Beast Burger, like they got all these orders and they were making a bunch of money off of it, and so like it saved their business, and it was just like a mom and pop shop. So
It's a tax write-off for Mr. Beast
what?
somehow. Do you think he's getting a tax write-off from it somehow?
I mean, you get tax write-offs from expenses, but
Well, I'm wondering because like
I'm not seeing
these
very
mo-
many
these,
expenses.
these shops are selling his food, and they get a cut of it.
Yeah.
I wonder if some roundabout way he's like donating that cut to them to save on taxes. So like he makes $10, he donates them $5.
I know the restaurants get the lion's share of the
Okay,
because I mean they're doing all the work. It's just his name on it.
Yeah.
good publicity.
Yeah. I can't imagine there's any way he's. I'm not a tax expert or anything, but normally you write something off as because it's an expense, so you spent money.
And I
You
was
don't
thinking
normally
about
get a cut for making more money. You just have to pay more.
yeah, I was thinking of the resources comparatively to like producing burgers to producing sandwiches.
Yeah.
To produce a burger, you have to have it in a restaurant that has like a cooktop,
Yeah.
which there's a lot of those,
Yeah.
but there's a
Compared to making
percentage
sandwiches.
yeah, there's a percentage more of restaurants or shops that you can sell sandwiches in because you don't
Yeah.
need a cooktop.
Yeah. You just need a fridge to keep the ingredients cold. Take them out. Boom. Sandwich.
Like you could have a coffee shop that
Real
sells
talk.
that sells these sandwiches.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking these sandwiches are a better move.
Let's see. I'm gonna look at these menus here. If I
Yeah.
can.
It wasn't a very extensive menu either. They had like
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
At
6,
least for
7,
phase
8.
subs.
It looks like 8 subs on phase subs.
I don't know about you, but I don't like when I want a sub sandwich, I don't want a big fancy fucking sandwich. I want meat, cheese, lettuce.
That's the other thing. All of like the Mr. Beast burger and I don't get what it is with like these new new age like restaurants. Like, oh, we got to put hot Cheetos and ranch
Yeah.
and 9 million other ingredients. Like, no, man, I want like meat, cheese, bread, lettuce. Like,
Yeah.
some veggies, like maybe a sauce.
Yeah. If they like, I like a special sauce. If you could make a unique sauce and it's really good, I'd like that.
I'm not a fan. Like for a long time, a sandwich for me was meat and bread and then meat, cheese, and bread.
Yeah. Oh well, I'm not
But-
really talking about sandwiches per se, but
Yeah.
like
but
Chick-fil-A
in-
sauce. Oh my god, is that amazing? It's almost better than the food.
Have you noticed the Chick-fil-A sauce and the Chick-fil-A sauce that comes in a bottle are two different things?
No.
They taste different to me.
I mean, I'm not saying they're not. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I have not
so
noticed that.
This one sounds disgusting. I'm looking
What
at
is
the
it?
menu. It's called Touch Grass. It's got guac, lettuce, red onions, pickles, cheddar cheese,
Well, it's a
marinara
veggie
sauce,
sandwich.
and Doritos. Regardless of the fact that it's a veggie sandwich, that combination of ingredients just sounds fucking disgusting.
Why'd they throw Doritos on it on the end?
All of these like have chips. Not all of them, but like
Yeah.
80% of these just have like this one: grilled chicken, provolone, buffalo sauce, and flaming hot Cheetos.
Like, don't get me wrong. When I go to Jimmy John's, I will get a sandwich. Take it. I remove a lot of shit because like I don't want oil on my sandwich. Very un-American. of me.
What?
To
Well,
be
hold
honest,
on, hold
I'm
on.
fat enough. I don't need to douse everything I eat in oil.
I'm not saying oil, but what about mayo?
Oh,
I
I'll
don't-
get mayo.
I don't eat mayo.
I'll get condiments.
Because I think a large portion of mayo is just oil.
But yeah, it's just oil and eggs.
Oil and eggs, yeah.
Like they'll douse it in like olive
Okay,
oil.
well, I don't want it doused, but
Yeah, and I'm not gonna trust them to put the proper amount of olive oil on
you
it.
got a point there.
But I'll pick up a bag of salt and vinegar chips and I'll put those on my sandwich. I like chips on my sandwich,
Chips on a
but I
sandwich
want
can be
to
good.
pick what chips go on my sandwich.
Yeah, and the layering, the way you put it on there is very important. They're probably just gonna take a handful, dump them on there.
Yeah, I don't want that.
I don't want to get it like wrapped up like from that. That means you got to eat it so quick. Like if the chips get soggy, that's just gonna
Yeah.
be so gross.
That's the other thing. When I'm adding chips to my sandwich, I'm adding it for a crunch factor.
Yeah, and I'm eating it right then.
Yeah.
Sell it with the bag of chips.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, put the bag of chips on the side or something.
I know I own 1/90 millionth of FaZe Clan, so I am a little disappointed in my company here because I was kind of disappointed. This seems just like a cash grab to me. If they all love one type of food, like Mr. Beast burgers, like they put their own personal touches on it, like they had the one with like the buns upside down or whatever.
Yeah, this is how Tony likes his or whatever.
And you can try his sandwich. But this is just like, oh, you're just gonna assemble these ingredients and sell them to you. And you're gonna buy
take a picture of the Subway
FaZe.
menu and make a bunch of FaZe puns about this.
Yeah.
It makes sense if you're like, oh, this is Nubtub's favorite sandwich. This is Mizik's favorite sandwich. This is Wenzel's favorite sandwich. But also, here's a bunch of regular sandwiches.
Yeah.
That would make sense. But to have a shit ton of weird sandwiches,
I see they have a couple like the Rug Father and one just called Timmy.
have normal sandwich names.
They do they got. Oh well, I guess they're not. No, they're all puns. But
If I can't tell what my sandwich is from the name,
yeah, well they have puns, and then in parentheses next to it is what it is.
have the pun in the parentheses.
Yeah, here's the where's the server? There it is. Here's the
Yeah.
Like it's not a rocket science.
It's not
making
Rocket
sandwiches.
Appliances, no.
Agreed.
So I was disappointed, needless to say. But moving on, did you guys hear about the oof sound?
Oof.
Oof.
Like the
Roblox kid?
It's no more, unfortunately.
Really?
They lost the licensing to it, and they had to put a new sound in there.
When you say they, who do you mean?
Roblox.
Ah.
So it's a sad day. Sad day for everyone, I know. I'm disappointed in it.
I didn't even know it had licensing to it.
I love that too, but it's like also, dude, they are loaded. How did they not just buy it outright? Like how much?
Whose voice is that?
That's a good question.
Because I feel like he owns it.
Who's he?
At least should. Like the person who produced that sound.
They do. I imagine they do, and they probably licensed it from him, and then it probably ran. I don't know. It expired, and they didn't want to keep them using it. Disappointing day the other day.
Yeah.
Do you guys have to hear about people's kids at work?
No.
Sometimes, but not frequently.
Okay, because I don't know what it was this week. It seems like every day at work, someone's talking to me about their stupid kid, right? And I just want to have...
I do not care.
That's exactly what I wanted to come on here and say. Have a PSA for everyone listening. If you have kids, no one cares. Keep that to yourself, pimp.
I don't want to hear about your kids. Unless they did something funny, then I might be interested.
No, even then, because they come in and they're like, oh, you're not going to believe what Henry said the other day. No, I don't care what Henry said. Believe it or not. I almost don't care if Henry is like... if he breaks his leg, I still don't care. Like, hey, man, as long as the pimp don't die, I don't care about Henry, if I'm being honest.
What if your coworker said, Henry beat the shit out of my neighbor, do you want to hear the story?
Maybe then. But then they're just... It's always something stupid like, oh, you wouldn't believe how Henry loaded the dishwasher. I'm like, dude, I don't care how Henry loaded the dishwasher. And now, we all agree, we don't care about their kids. No one wants to hear it, right?
Yeah.
Now, I think it's doubly true if you have a stepkid. Then it ain't even your kid. It's just some random kid I'm hearing about. I don't care how many rock skips he did at the lake this weekend, dude.
My stepkid learned how to drive manual. Cool. I don't give a shit.
They're like, you don't want to know what Tyler learned about at school this week? No, I don't care what Tyler learned at school this week. Pimp.
What grade is he in? 8th? Yeah, he probably learned about Pocahontas.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, gosh.
Where's report card? I don't care. Yeah.
I swear, it was every single day this week. I come into work, someone's telling me about their snot-nosed little kid. I don't care.
Yeah, little Timmy got expelled for shitting in the teacher's coffee. I don't care.
It's nothing. It's never anything cool like that. It's always, she took her test and she got a 74, and so she's real disappointed. I don't care. No one cares. Now that I got that out of the way, we got some Halo news.
What did we get delayed on this time?
So, Halo campaign will not have matchmaking. I want to know your take, Wenzel.
I kind of like that.
You like it? Okay, because that's what I thought. There was a lot of people upset on Twitter.
I got into it with a couple. Paired. You're not going to get paired with randoms then?
You can't. There's no way to search for matchmaking on online campaign.
So you can only be invited to a game.
Yes.
I don't hate that.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I'm only playing it with my buddies anyway. I'm not going to play it with some rando.
Yeah, how many people out there? I want to play the campaign, but I want to play on that guy's campaign.
I guess a lot of people, dude.
Go on Reddit and go on to a looking for campaign group. I'm sure that's going to be a thing within a week. Someone's going to fire up a subreddit that's Halo looking for group for campaign or whatever. Just do that. Or a Discord server or something, man.
Exactly.
Do either of you, speaking of Halo, do either of you have interest in doing a lasso run?
On Halo 2?
Oh, Legendary All Skulls?
Yeah, on the newest Halo.
Oh, you want to get that? You want to get that moist critical money, huh?
No, that's Halo 2.
Oh, duh.
Not really, if I'm being honest.
Really? Any reasoning?
I'll play Legendary Run, but not Lasso.
When I want to do things that make me hate myself, it usually involves hitting rocks for 15 hours.
There's only 6 skulls in this Halo.
I'm more interested now.
Well, because me and Magic were talking about it, is it really going to be that difficult?
I'd be willing to give it a try.
Because think about it. You have access to any vehicle you want at really any time. You have access to whatever gun you want whenever you want. So is it is a lasso run really going to be that hard when I want a sniper rifle and a shotgun, and then let me go get in a Hornet?
You got a point. Well, yeah, I don't know. I'd be willing to give it a try. I was about to download Halo anyway.
Grab my rocket launcher and my shotgun and let me hop in a Scorpion and go do whatever mission I have to go do. Because with all the things they've give you, that's not hard.
Yeah.
Any mission where you're like, oh, I got to go fight inside, cool. Rocket launcher, shotgun.
Yeah, I can be on board. So that's not the only thing 343 has disappointed their fans with this week.
They're very good at it these days.
They're very good at it. So what do you guys think about Forge monetization methods?
I make a map, it gets popular, I get money for it?
No. You sell your Forge maps or your Forge ideas. Hey, you can play my map, pimp. Give me $2 though.
I kind of like it.
Okay.
Is it players selling their maps to players, or I can sell my?
Yeah, so it's you can start making money off of making really good Forge maps, basically.
Can I sell it to 343?
So that's the, it was just an idea that was thrown around, and a lot of people were like, no, we want Forge exactly the way it was, but I was kind of like, man, I don't know. This kind of sounds like a good idea. I mean think about the jump in production quality on YouTube.
Yeah. If I spend 40 hours making a really good multiplayer map, and I'm like, hey, 343, would you want to buy this? And they're like, yeah, we'll give you $100 for it. Cool.
Yeah.
My map is in production. My name gets attached to it. I get $100 in the end. Cool.
Yeah. That's kind of what I was thinking. I was like, man, I mean, I would rather pay for a good map than pay for whatever garbage 343 is pumping out.
Yeah.
Because for whatever reason, they're committed to not remaking any maps in this game.
Well, then you're gonna get players out there that are like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna remake
okay.
this. I'm gonna remake Blood Gulch right quick.
Yeah, exactly. It's like whenever they release it to the public, within 20 minutes, there'll be a version of the pit you can play.
Oh yeah. Somebody's probably got those files exported, saved, and it's ready to import them and fix the bugs.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's a good idea.
I would agree, but a lot of people, they were not happy about it on Twitter. I was like, man, what? That doesn't. I was like, I can understand you don't want to have to pay for like a custom game map, right? When it's always been free.
I think what people are worried about is like, oh man, this map is in rotation, but I didn't pay $2 2 months ago. I can't play this map.
Yeah.
I don't think they fully understand what's going on.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess that is a possibility, but I was also thinking like maybe they have it so like if it's in the rotation, you can just play it for free, obviously, but if you want to like download it and save it and do your own thing with it, you got to pay $2 or whatever they're charging for the map. Which I wouldn't be too happy with paying $2 a map, but if they're making some really good maps out here, because there's a lot of people who got early access to the Forge, and they're showing some pretty good content.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I could be for it.
So, moving on to my last topic. We've got some GTA 6 news.
Ooh.
So, it's been rumored that it'll be in Vice City, which it was confirmed. It's gonna start out in Vice City, but then they're gonna add locations later on.
I like that.
Yeah, I would agree because they've actually done a pretty good job of adding content to GTA 5, but obviously they had maybe not character inflation, but they had item inflation where they started off making like armored vehicles and then like some really customized lowriders, and then it got to the point where here's a flying bike.
I think the biggest issue with GTA 5 is like, so before they started releasing all these DLCs, there was like 2 supercars.
Yeah.
The fastest vehicles in the game.
Yeah.
And back then you had to grind.
Yeah.
To get those motherfuckers. Like Magic Man got one. And the next update, you no longer have the fastest car.
Yeah. Which is reasonable.
And then you go out and grind for that one. And then there's another fastest car.
Yeah.
And then you hit a point where, okay, flying bikes have come out and cars are useless.
Yeah, it's like at this point, if you're driving around in a car, you're a little bitch. It's just that simple. Ain't nobody driving around in a car nowadays.
Flying bike, helicopter, submarine.
Yeah, I saw a meme on Reddit this week, and it was like me when I was level 20, and it's like a guy in a Vespa jumping the ramp at the airport and like crashing, and then it's and then the bottom one is like level 20s now, and they're like flying around on their bike or whatever, And I was like, yeah, that's pretty accurate. That's pretty accurate. Yeah. Going around griefing everyone.
I remember repetitively repeating a specific bank heist because you only needed 2 people to do it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like, it
paid that armored car.
Yeah, it paid out like $40,000, and I was like, "This is good money.
Yeah,
this is great.
Yeah,
this is the best way to make money." And now they're like, you go do the recent heist they released, and you're like, "All right, I made like $250,000."
Yeah.
Can I buy
inflation, man? Inflation is just killing.
Inflation is killing the economy.
Can you buy anything with that $250,000? Not anything good.
No.
You got to do that 5-6 times.
Yeah. Well, they got to sell shark cards somehow, pimp.
You right.
Yeah. I have been thinking lately about just getting on GTA and just driving around like I used to.
Well, maybe not driving around, but
well, that was just like kind of my favorite thing was just like driving around in circles, like
seeing how fast you can get going before some dude, the AI swerves into you.
Or like get as many stars as you can and then just try to lose the police.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been thinking about getting on like a GTA RP server and just memeing around. It's just like, because I know some people take it super seriously, and I wouldn't. Like, cops come up, I'm like, hey, I'm not pulling over, and just drive off and see how long it takes before they kick me off the server.
I could be down for that, dude.
There was one that there was these guys I saw on TikTok that used to do that, but they would like change their character model to be like to be like gooses or something, and then they would drive around on motorcycles and like do insane jumps and like fly around through this. You know, they had like the motorcycle with the jets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, the cop would be like, you can't do that. And they're like, dude, we're gooses. We're literally flying. This is what we do. This is what we do. And they just get banned.
That's awesome.
It was pretty
I could
funny.
be down for that.
Or just like either taking it not seriously at all or taking it way too seriously.
Doing a little bit of GTA trolling.
And like anytime someone like gets anywhere near to like not being in the realm of GTA, failed RP. You're not taking the game seriously. Hey, admin, I'm calling an admin. I'm calling a staff. You're gonna get banned. And just being every 13-year-old ever.
I don't know. That's kind of how I play Hell Let Loose. I go around and I accuse people of being Protestants, you know?
Yeah, that would be fun. You go around on a GTA server for a day and like,
Look at this guy doesn't believe in the Pope.
yeah.
I always have an Italian accent too. I don't know why,
Yeah.
but
Pretend you're Italian and like
well,
try to
I don't know. I
spread the
imagine
word.
my guy's from like, you know, he's fresh off the boat. The war starts. He's got to go back, you know?
Yeah. I think I played on an RP server once, and I gave him like the weirdest background story. And like, I walked around and like I got pulled over by a cop because I was speeding. I stopped and he's like, "You know how fast you're going?" I was like, "$150," and he's like, "You're gonna be difficult today, aren't you?" I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "That's it. You're going to jail." I got off because I had to sit in jail for like, I think a minute was a year, and I had like 15 years, and I was like, "I'm not sitting in jail for 15 minutes."
Yeah, no, who do I look like?
And someone's like, "Oh, you can just go punch the guard and try to escape," and I was like,
How many
"No."
minutes do you have to sit in jail for punching the guard and trying to escape?
Then I've watched other videos where people like got themselves killed in jail. They had to get transported to a hospital, and then they just escaped from the hospital. I was like, how many times can you get away with that?
It's a good question.
I've also just been like walking across the street. I spent 2 hours doing just like a meaningless job.
What, were you like
And I
washing
walked-
windows?
No, there's like it was basically a mini game working for the electrical company where you had to go up to these things and you had to like align circuits.
That's ridiculous.
Each time you did it, you made like $20.
How many jobs they got in these servers?
Surprising amounts. I've watched
You have
videos
to
where
get it
people
on there.
were garbage men,
Nice.
and they just drove a garbage truck around and picked up trash bags. Like some of these servers, people put
Damn.
good time and effort into.
You know, I was driving to work the other day, and I saw some guys pouring some concrete. Now you guys know I love some concrete videos.
You are a big fan.
I couldn't help myself. I had to stop and ask him how's the concrete business.
What'd they say?
Well, it's tough. And then I just kept driving.
What if they said it was rock hard?
I don't know.
Cold and wet.
Yeah.
Just like my marriage.
There's some more GTA 6 news though.
Ooh.
So I don't know if I'm sure you guys heard this already. They're gonna have a female lead character.
Battlefield 5 all over again.
What?
Did hear this.
Now, it depends on how they do this. If they want to convince me that this lady's gonna like be going in and beating up SEAL Team 6, it's not gonna be very realistic, And GTA 5 at least is a pretty, before they added all the motorbikes and the flying bikes and stuff, it was a pretty realistic game. A lot of attention to details. But if they have it where it's like she's going in there and she's like using her words to convince guys and getting them to do things you want, I'd be like, man, that is pretty cool. Because
that would be awesome.
There's
if you could
multiple
manipulate
characters in the
dudes.
game. It's like 5 where you switch between them. Because there could be some good opportunity for like you're going in, you're robbing a bank, things are starting to go wrong. You switch to the chick and you act like a dumb bimbo in front of the cops. The cops let you guys out. Like that'd be pretty cool. But if it's just like they're just trying to push, oh yeah, she's gonna go beat up SEAL Team 6.
I never played GTA
Little
5's
unrealistic.
campaign.
What?
Yeah. And all this time we've played,
Come
I've
on.
never played the campaign. How many hours do I have logged on it?
Jeez.
I'm gonna be honest, I actually also don't know if I.
Oh,
I
come on.
I did enough of the GTA campaign to let me play online.
Yeah, exactly. You do that first bank heist after you get hit by the train, like the prologue. There was sometimes I would have to replay that first section just to play online because I never finished it.
Jeez.
I have 419 hours in GTA 5.
Oh my gosh. You
Yeah,
guys gotta
I've
play it.
got 210 hours.
You guys gotta play it.
I don't think I will.
Dude, what? Oh my
No, I've
gosh.
heard that it's very good.
Oh my gosh.
Apparently, you can play the stock market.
Ugh. All right, well, I'm out of topics after that one. Jesus. Disappointed in me.
All right, I got 8 bajillion tabs open right now. Hold on. All right, so I got not a whole ton. Where'd we go?
Great tonnage.
Sorry, 1 second. I'm like actually losing my mind.
Dang.
And a word from our sponsors, War Thunder.
Somebody read a. Okay, all right, we got it. All right, so we all obviously know that CSGO skins are some CSGO skins rather can be quite the pretty penny, right?
Yeah.
It can be quite the major bag, as the kids say. There's this guy. I believe he is a Russian streamer. Yeah, I believe it's Russian. His name is Buster.
Buster Moon?
Just Buster. I'm pretty sure. He's a big CSGO guy. Sorry. Anyways, he traded $57,000 worth of CSGO skins for a nice black BMW M5.
Okay.
This is a pretty fucking sick little gig here.
It's a good gig you got going.
Yeah, like there's all kinds of people that make a hustle. They're selling CS:GO skins or whatever.
Trade
skins
NFTs.
and in-game items, right? You could trade them for Bitcoin, cryptocurrency. You could trade it for PayPal. But I think this probably takes the cake.
How long did it take him to get all those skins?
That it doesn't actually say, but he's like a big he's a big creator with a pretty sizable inventory. Some of these items that he traded here. Where did it say? I just saw it. A sapphire karambit, a bunch of rare stickers, a dragon lore op. Like these are some some very, very big ticket items.
Yeah.
He didn't get them overnight.
Yeah, no, I believe this is probably something he's been working on. There's a YouTube video attached. Let me get you guys a timestamp. Okay. If you guys want to check it out. Where's the server here? 2 minutes about. It's all in Russian, so it's
Give me a second.
You can't. You play Rust. You should know how to speak Russian by now.
Tsukabliet. That's all.
Right.
That's all I know.
I don't speak war criminal.
That's a pretty nice car there.
Yeah, like that's a real nice car. And it wasn't, he didn't trade this to some like a dealership or something. Like this is the guy. The guy pulls in and he gets out and they're like, "Oh, what's up, man? I got the car. You got like they did Steam trade to some guy for a car. This is awesome. This is really something else.
I like his haircut.
Haircut's a little whack, but
oh, I was looking at the wrong guy. I'm trying to remember how it's an auto. I'm a little sad it's an automatic.
Yeah, I think he'll get over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be a little sad, and then he's gonna go look at his nice new black BMW M5 parked in his garage, and he's
Who's even
gonna get
playing
over it pretty
CSGO
quick.
anymore?
That's the other thing. I was like, man, people. Apparently, it's free to play now too. Did you know that?
Yeah.
There's a whole system you have to or you don't have to, but you gotta like verify with a phone number so you can like play ranked or something. I think.
Yeah.
So that it cuts down on cheaters, but like, I don't know, man. Ugh.
Yeah. Real talk? Who's playing this anymore?
Some nice
Ain't nobody.
Did you ever play CSGO, Wenzel? I know that Jordan and I did for a little while, but
I play it off and on, but mainly just to fuck with people.
Nice.
Like I'll flashbang my own team. I have 62 hours.
Jeez.
I'm looking at how much a BMW M5 is worth. Oh, I wish I knew what year it was.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's not. I don't think it's a brand new one. But
I mean, it's
reasonably
new.
Yeah, in the article it said it was valued at like 60,000.
I was gonna say a 2022 BMW M5 is starting at $103,000.
No, according to this article, it was about 60K.
Okay, so he came out on top of his trade deal.
Hey, he made 3K. Now you flip the car, you get your skins back, and then you get, it's easy.
Yeah.
Let's see. I got one more. Let me find it. Sorry. Where did it go?
I'm also I got CSGO that shotgun rushes.
Ooh.
Or has the grenade in my hand, and as soon as I start getting shot, I unpin
just chuck it.
Yep.
Yeah, that is you would be that kind of a guy.
I know I'm not good enough to like fight people, so I try to tip the scales in my favor to at least take someone out with me when I die.
Yeah, I really don't like the aiming system on those types of games. It grinds my gears.
Well, what's this last thing you got for us?
Okay, it's an "Am I the asshole?" here, actually.
Oh.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Am I the asshole for telling my podcast co-hosts that I am out of topics and that we do not have an outro?